Hi, I'm Essence.
And I'm Priya.
And I'm Deja, and we're at YLAG, working in the community in hopes to make a difference. Today we have Ms. Zonte Richardson, owner of These Deals Thrift Shop, and she'll be talking to us today about her journey of becoming an entrepreneur.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies, for having me. Thank you, Essence, Priya, and Deja. Yes.
Thank you for being with us. So what was your inspiration to start your business?
That is an amazing question. So my inspiration probably was twofold. So I love helping in my community. So my profession before I started my store was, so I'm a thrift store owner, but my inspiration before that, what I did before that was I work with individuals with disabilities. So I love helping people. I did that for 10.5 years. And my inspiration for opening a thrift store was that I kind of saw the need in our area. In West Dayton, there really weren't any quality thrift stores. So before that, I shopped East Dayton and South Dayton as far as thrifting was concerned. And when I moved back to West Dayton, maybe 5 years ago, I realized that there weren't really any quality thrift stores in our area. So I said, why not make one? So,
What is one of the characteristics that you think an entrepreneur should have?
Oh, wow. There's probably several characteristics that entrepreneurs should have. I think that tenacity and stick-to-itness, I don't know if that's probably not even a word, but definitely being able to stick to whatever your plans are. And also being able to adapt. So as an entrepreneur, things don't always go as planned, and you have to be able to adapt, readjust your plan, and move forward from there. So I think tenacity, which is just kind of just keep moving forward even when tough times come. So I think those are definitely important qualities of an entrepreneur.
Okay, so how far in advance did you start planning for your store, and what kind of steps did you take?
So I probably started planning for my store. So this is 2019. I started planning 6 years ago. So I kind of just started writing down things, what I thought I wanted my thrift store to look like, what I thought I wanted it to be. I just kind of started jotting down names that I thought I would want my thrift store to be named. I started to visit other thrift stores in the area. Anytime I would go out of town, I would go visiting thrift stores. I would talk to thrift store owners, consignment shop owners, boutique owners, just kind of gathering information. And when I went there, I would take pictures of things that I liked about their stores and things that maybe I didn't want to have at my store. I was very particular about smell and appearance, what it looked like. I wanted to kind of have thrift store prices, but look like a boutique, not just a typical thrift store. So I began to write down plans. I began to look at buildings. I went looking at my previous location in 2015, so 2 years before I actually opened. I went looking in the building. I'm like, this is my store. Like, I see it, I envision it. I started working on my business plan in 2015. Prior to that, I went to a lot of different free business classes that the city of Dayton offers. The library offers free classes. There's different classes at the Entrepreneurship Center, the Micro Enterprising Center. There's a lot of different places that offer free classes, and I just try to just kind of gain knowledge about marketing, about business strategies, a variety of things. So I just kind of just gained a lot of knowledge while I was in the planning process. So I think that planning was definitely important in my early stages. So I would say I planned for about 4 years before I actually opened. And I started to tell my family and friends, hey, I want to open this thrift store. I want to open this thrift store. And they're like, oh, okay, here's some clothes. So by the time I opened, my garage was full of items, and I started buying racks and things months before. And so I was really able to just see the vision. Probably in 2015, I went on Walmart.com and just kind of start picking out things that I wanted my thrift store to look like, what color I wanted to be. I had the floor plan in 2015. I would draw like, okay, I want the kids' racks to be here. I want this to be there. And when I opened, it looked exactly how I had envisioned it to be 2 years before. So I think, like I said, planning is important, and I really was able to have the vision and the dream. Not only that, I really focus on having community aspects in that. So,
Is there any particular reason you wanted to go into thrifting?
I love thrifting. So I'm like in between this. I like nice things, but I like them to be affordable. So I love thrifting and that. And I think I probably like the thrill. Like, oh, I got this thing for $3. Look, I got this for $3. I remember probably 3 months straight, my family and I will go to the thrift store south of town every Monday. And I'm like, just buying stuff for other people. I'm like, I don't even need clothes right now. But it was like a high that I was getting from just buying this stuff so cheap. I'm like, okay, Mom, I'm going to give stuff to your church. I got stuff for my nieces and nephews and family members. So I think thrifting, I don't know, it's fun. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to find. So it's really fun.
I remember you brought up the fact that your family was like throwing in clothes to help you start your shop. How do you think the support system you had helped you build your business?
Oh, wow. I think my support system was amazing. I don't think I would be able to do it without my support system and the community. Prior to me opening, like I said, I was telling my family and friends that I wanted to open a thrift store, and they would call me. I didn't have a building. I didn't have anything at that time. They really just believed in what I was telling them. Like I said, I have been collecting things since 2014, and I didn't open until 2017. And at first, I'm like, these people are going to think I'm crazy. My coworkers, I would tell certain coworkers, like, okay, I want to open a thrift store. And they're like, okay, come and get this clothing. So I think people having faith in you is important. At that time, it's important throughout the process. And my mother and my father and my stepfather, they were very instrumental in helping me get the store together, just kind of believing in me and just pushing me forward. He's like, if you want to do this, let's go. My mom said, I'm 100% behind you, especially when I quit my job. I think that was like, I'm like, Mom, I'm ready to quit my job. She's like, okay, let's go. I'm going to help you out in the store. I'm going to work at the store for you. So I think definitely family and the support system was very important. Also supporting the community. So when I opened, I didn't have a customer base. I didn't have anyone. I didn't have anything to go with. It's just like, oh, I'm open, and then people started to flock. We have about 2,000 customers that come from all over Dayton. We have some customers that come from Indiana. We have customers that come from Columbus, Cincinnati. They just kind of hear about it, or family and friends that I've had in those areas, and they bring their family and friends. So we just kind of created a culture that people just want to come and shop, and they bring their family, and they bring their friends. I say that it's more than just a thrift store. It's a community. It's family, friends. Business deals have been made at the store. People have met people at the store where they've developed friendships. It's more like a family. So yeah. So I think that's very important. The community the city of Dayton has been amazing.
I know you said like you had a strong support system, but what advice would you give to someone who's trying to start their own business, but they don't have as strong as a support system as you?
I think networking. So getting out there in the community and networking with other business owners, networking with other people that are trying to open businesses. Go to those free classes that are available. Just kind of gain knowledge about what you want to do, as well as developing a network. They say your network is your net worth. So how much money you make depends on how people around you. So I definitely think getting yourself out there. If you don't have people that are supportive of your dream, finding people that are. There's a lot of people on social media nowadays that are very inspirational. There are people in the community, other business owners. There's different groups that are available. There's a lot of different groups that are forming, small business owner groups that are forming, where you can build relationships with those people as well. So I definitely think being around other business owners is definitely important, and finding people that you can trust.
Did you ever feel discouraged at all?
Oh, plenty of times. Plenty of times. With the first year that I opened, maybe this was probably, I opened in May 2017, and in January 2018, someone broke into my store. So they broke the glass down and they broke into the store. Fortunately, they didn't take anything, but I think I was discouraged at that point, getting a call in the morning that someone had broken into the store. I was hysterical, crying. I was like, oh, I am done with this. Like, why would somebody break into my store? However, the turning point was the community rallied around to get the door fixed. People were there, contractors. People were calling contractors to come in to get estimates. I was able to form a relationship with the contractor. He comes by my store often. So I think that was the highlight of that experience. Although it was a negative experience, the community rallied around and was able to help me get people were donating money, people were stopping by for emotional support. So I think at that time I was discouraged. I've had a lot of other things happen. A fire, a flood. It's been a lot of different things that's happened at my store, and just recently we had to close down right now we're in month 2. However, I have good news. I just got a new place yesterday. So thank you. So I think I was discouraged between these last 2 months. Like, do I really want to do this? Is this really what I want to do? But things just kind of worked out, and I have a new place, so I'm looking to move soon. So I think throughout this whole process, there's been highs and lows. However, the highs have far outweighed the lows. And in business and in retail when you have a brick and mortar, there's times when people don't shop as much. And you have to kind of capitalize on people not shopping, kind of reinvent yourself. Not necessarily reinvent yourself, but do creative things to get people to come into the shop, especially in the wintertime in Ohio. People don't like to shop in the snow. So I think those are times that I kind of get discouraged. I think my first winter was eye-opening. I was like, Mom, I don't know if I can do this. I only had one day in January, probably January 1st or 2nd, 2018, it was just my mom and my stepdad that came in the store the whole day. And I'm like, I don't think I can do this. This is too much. You know, people are not going to shop in the wintertime, but once the snow cleared and people start coming back out. So I think just kind of staying focused and reminding myself that there's going to be highs and lows, but really focusing on the highs will help you stay in business.
Though it seems that your business is doing pretty good, do you have any bigger goals for your shop?
Good question. So my first goal was getting back open. So like I said, we've been closed for about 2 months. So getting back open is a goal of mine. Everyone's been telling me go big and franchise. I haven't thought about that. Everybody's like open more stores. I haven't got that far in my mind yet, but possibly in the future.
For one of our events, you helped us. Like, we were able to host one of our events at your shop. Why do you feel that it's important for you to give back to the community?
Oh my gosh, why do I think it's important to give back to the community? I think it's important to give back to the community because the community have given so much to me. So even prior to me opening a store, Dayton has been amazing to me. I'm born and raised in Dayton, Ohio, so I never lived anywhere else. So I can't speak about any other cities, but Dayton is a supportive city. So when I was in high school, growing up, or in elementary, middle school, high school, I've always had a mentor, someone to mentor me, someone to help me. My first job was with the Wesley Community Center when I was 12 years old. So that kind of helped me to learn about community service and to understand the importance of community service. So I really enjoy giving back. In high school, we had to volunteer and things like that. So throughout my whole life, I've always been someone that liked to give back and to help others. That gives me joy, helping others. So when I opened my store, it was a no-brainer for me to incorporate community service into my business.
So when you were, I heard you mention like naming the business and all that stuff. So what was that like? What was it like just actually being able to live your dream and like just success? And
It's been a whirlwind. It's been amazing because everything that I planned it to be, it's been that and more. So I look back at papers that I was writing in 2013 and 2014. I'm like, wow, my store is everything that I said it would be. Down to I wanted the dressing rooms to look a certain way. I wanted to do certain things. So I think it's really been encouraging to just kind of see that come to life. So yeah. So we kind of talked about planning. So on Sunday, I met with the YLAG ladies, and we talked about planning and preparing, as well as pursuing your goals. What are some things that you all are planning for your future, and all that good stuff?
well, I guess I'll go first. I would love to go to school and study social work. After I graduate, I want to be a social worker, and I also want to be a spiritual life coach.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
So what are you doing to prepare for that?
Recently, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on like life coaching, just watching the videos and how they did it and how they marketed themselves. I was looking into schools. I've been thinking a lot about Central State University lately. Their social work program is nice so far that I've been hearing. And yeah, I've just been researching a lot.
Awesome.
Eventually, I want to work towards becoming an OBGYN. And recently, last summer, I had a job at a chiropractor office just to get a feel of what like it would be in a medical field. Just start off.
That's awesome.
Okay, well, I guess it's my turn. So I'm a 3-sport athlete, so I plan to go to college and play soccer. I'm looking at hairstyle, and that'll be basically where I get my money from, that and my academics. I'm not sure exactly what I want to study yet, but hopefully my freshman year you can go in undecided, do a little dib-a-dab in a bit of everything, so hopefully that'll lead me to where I want to be.
Awesome, awesome. You ladies are well on your way to an amazing career, an amazing life. Definitely plan, prepare, pursue your dreams. And be persistent, persevere. Because in anything in life, it may not go as planned, but it's definitely important to persevere.
So, talking about persevering, do you feel like it's sometimes hard just with, do you have a big issue with like hate or like anybody just like discouraging you and how like hard it is to like persevere and stuff like that? Or
I haven't had anyone to really hate or be down on my business. However, when I first opened up, I think I had to build trust with my customers. Mm-hmm. So I remember asking a gentleman, I said, hey, can I have your email so I can keep in contact with you when we have sales and things? And he's like, no, not right now. I don't know if you'll be here long, or I don't know if you'll be here in a few months. So I'll get it to you next time. And initially I was kind of offended. I'm like, oh, okay. But at the same time, he didn't know me. He had to build trust. So I think building trust and being reliable and persistent is definitely important with anybody in any field. So I think I've built the trust in the community and built the trust of my customers. So I think it's been very, very smooth.
We mentioned how you said your business usually kind of like plays by ear. That's how people hear of you. But like, do you guys do like any like social media or putting your business out there?
Yes. So we have a Instagram page and we also have Facebook. We've done a commercial before. We had it on TV. I'm looking into doing radio ads as well as more social media, flyers, word of mouth. My social media handle is @TheseDeals _thrift store, I believe. So I have to remember. But it's THEZEDEALZ thrift store. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
What are some of like the most popular items that like are usually picked up at your thrift store?
I think our most popular items are shoes. We have really, really cute shoes and dresses, as well as women's clothing. So that sells the most. But shoes are usually, we have really cute shoes.
Do you have any marketing advice for anybody who wants to start marketing themselves to like social media, like getting their names out there?
Good question. Good question. I think being authentic. I don't know if I do as good as I do as well as I should with social media. However, I think being persistent. At first, I did not like going Facebook Live. I disliked it. But once I start opening my business, I start going Facebook Live, posting often, posting a variety of things I think is important as far as marketing is concerned, finding different ways to market, taking lots of pictures. That's what I'm going to do better of, taking pictures of my items and posting them on Instagram and social media. And also have a website, so posting items on my website.
With opening the business, I know it was kind of a risk, so do you believe in taking risks or exploring risks?
I do believe in taking risks, but I believe in taking calculated risks. So I believe in you have to weigh out all your options when taking a risk. Before I opened my store, I calculated all my risks, what I was going to gain, what I was going to be losing. Like I said, I was working a full-time job that was paying me well at the time. And I knew that once I quit my job, once I left my job, that I wouldn't have that security as far as income and other things. So I was willing to take that calculated risk.
I know you talked about how your family buys stuff out of your store, but like, do you ever like buy anything out of your store? Like, if you see something coming, it's like, ooh, I need this for myself.
Of course, I have my jacket from my store. Yes, yes. If I see something really cute, I definitely snag it. I feel like I am a walking model. So I have to be able to model my clothes. Where you get that from? These deals, my thrift store. So yes, I definitely. My mom only shops at my store now. I'm like, Mom, you can't take all the clothes. So I have people that only shop at these deals now since we opened. So I know they're going to be very, very glad that we have a new location. So.
All right. Well, okay. I just wanted to say, I want to say thank you for talking to us about this. It's been a very interesting thing, just hearing it from an entrepreneur's point of view and how they did it, because I know it is a big risk. And do you have any just final like advice or remarks or just anything about entrepreneurship or just life in general?
Life. I would just say that when the going gets tough, when things don't go as planned, to keep going, re-strategize, figure out your next steps. Definitely taking the time to figure out your next steps when things don't go as planned. But continue to press on and be persistent, especially if you have a dream and you believe in that dream. Definitely pursue it. Definitely pursue it. Thank you, ladies. Awesome questions, awesome interview. I really appreciate it. So look forward to the new These Deals.
Yes.
So we are going to be opening up soon. I say in about a month or so, I'll be able to I have the keys, so I got the keys on today. So I'm excited. I'll announce the location and all that good stuff once we get renovations done.
It'll still be near the Dayton area, right? Like
of course. Okay. West Dayton. So I think also it was important that my business was in West Dayton.
Right.
Because a lot of businesses don't stay, or a lot of businesses are leaving West Dayton. So West Dayton is important to me, is near and dear to my heart. I was born and raised in West Dayton. Like I said, I moved away not long. I was just living in Fairborn and Miamisburg for a while, but I didn't go far. But still, moving back to West Dayton, I definitely believe in investing back in the community.
You by any chance hiring anytime soon?
I do hire. I have youth workers. You'll be.
Yep, because
Yes.
I'm still 17. I don't turn 18 till the end of August before I go to school.
Yes, so we have youth workers that work in my store. Last summer we had 10.
Oh,
That's a lot.
that's a lot.
That's a lot to keep up with. And they were all girls. So yes. But definitely. So we definitely have youth workers that work at the shop. So yeah. It's a lot of fun. We do modeling, and we've had a lot of events. So I didn't get to talk about the events. You kind of mentioned it, but we have a lot of events at the shop. We've had a fashion show. We do networking events. We have Gym City Market meetings at the shop. We've had exercise class. We call that Shop and Shake. You work out before, shop after, or vice versa. We do personal shopping. So what makes my store unique is we do personal shopping. I can pretty much remember a lot of my customers' names, and I can remember their sizes and what they like. So we do a lot of personal shopping at my shop. Help people to also find clothing that they want to do interviews in, dressing for success. So we have a lot of partners in the community as well. So we do a lot. I'm trying to think, what else do we do? What have we done? Clothing donation drives. Community members need clothing. We do that. I'm trying to think. So yeah, we do a lot in the community, and that's probably the biggest thing that I enjoy about being in West Dayton, is that it's kind of a big community.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies, for having me. It's been amazing. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.